Where's my XSplit? There we go. Now my scoreboard is hiding. So Johan, why don't you go ahead and introduce the players?
All right, in the top left-hand side of Frostly, or Frostler, I don't know which one, whichever you prefer. We have the blue Protoss Liquid HerO. His opponent in the top right-hand side. In the red trunks, as Total Biscuit will say, we have Yui Flash Wolves.
Sun.
Yes,
unless the entire team spawned in the right side.
I kind of forgot his ID there. Man, I'm really bad at introductions. I don't know how to.
Poor HerO, he's gonna scout, he's gonna see like 5 players on the right top side of the map. What the fuck? It's so unfair.
On the load screen, he sees Yui's Flash, then he doesn't know his opponent. He doesn't say San.
That would be very unfair. Runs into like San and Flash at the same time, man. Or Haas. Either way, San is currently missing out. His probes will most likely just open up with a 13 gateway. Anything else would be very surprising. His HerO is doing the same on the left side of the map. On Frost, Johan, whenever I play Frost and I'm streaming my games and I'm trying to give some information, I kind of start my story always like, okay, this is kind of a good map for Blink Starcast because there's a lot of surface area to blink in. But it's also a pretty good map for Stargate, and because it's a good map for Stargate, you know, a lot of people do go blink. It's also a huge map, so DT fast expand is good, and even a 1-gate robo expand is pretty good unless you play against a really quick Stargate. So basically, all the openings are pretty damn strong on this map. How do you feel about it?
There are some that are stronger than others. It also depends on who you're playing. Now, obviously, there is some metagame involved. Those players, they know a little bit about each other, and as much as they can play every opener there is, I feel like in the end, it's always narrowed down to a few ones that they are more likely to do than others. Do you agree?
Yes, but as you said as well, it depends so much on your opponent. And also, like, if you played the guy before, like what happened in the previous game, especially in the best of 5, especially in PvP, as there are just so many mind games involved in general. I don't think there's such thing as like pure world order wins anymore. Even if you open up a Stargate and your opponent opens up with Blink, it doesn't have to be all that bad. Or if he goes 1-gate robo while you had 2 gates and you're falling a little bit behind. But there are definitely openings that, you know, are favored against each other.
Yeah.
So we will see.
And I want to show some appreciation to our sponsor. Thanks to HerO.com for sponsoring this. This tournament will not be happening without them. So please do show them some love. Visit the website, check it out, and yeah, that's it. Show some support to them because they made this possible. And we do have a quick Stargate, by the way, by Sen. Yeah.
Yeah, really quick. Just made a Monster Core Zealot, I believe. Did he even cancel his Zealot? Wow, Sun going Stargate before a single unit, so he's definitely cutting a small point over here. Now in general, this is still quite safe, guys, because he gets the Monster Core this early. He will have Frozen Overcharge to defend against pretty much anything that HerO could do.
And he sees that HerO got a sentry, by the way, so he's pretty happy about this. If he goes into Phoenixes straight away now, which is exactly what he's going to do, he knows that his opponent starts basically 100 gas behind him, which basically when you open Phoenix, this is the ideal case scenario that you would like to happen. So San already, I like the way he's playing this in this second game.
He's even sending out a probe, at least it looked like he was sending out a probe. Twilight Console is going up in the back of HerO's base, he's adding 2 additional gates, so it will most likely be Blink.
And he's going to be completely scouted here. That's a huge mistake. He should have left his Mothership Core at the entrance of his base. Now, having scouted this, HerO can react accordingly. He can throw down the Force Gateway if he wants. He's just going to build up his Stalker count, make sure he gets Blink as soon as possible, and he's going to do quite nice against this opener of his opponent.
Sun made 2 Phoenixes, I believe, and now he's producing an Oracle. I don't think he necessarily really wants to make the Oracle in this phase of the game, but after scouting the Twilight, you have to think about Dark Templars in the back of your base, especially once that probe from HerO right now can confirm, or maybe he saw that Phoenix already flying in before, that there is a Stargate out on the map. Sun doesn't want to take a risk, he doesn't want to gamble. You know, it's unlikely that HerO decides to go DTs, because if they don't do damage, he's kind of dead. Monster Core takes a little bit of damage. HerO doesn't want to activate Photon Overcharge too soon, and he's doing a pretty good job, and he kept the Monster Core alive and didn't use Photon Overcharge. I really like that.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if he sends in a hallucinated flying unit soon to make sure that there's no transition out of San early on, like sometimes into Dark Templars, because HerO is completely skipping detection right now.
Yep, as
And he's
well.
getting some proxy pylons. He wants to get a cancel on that second base of Sand. He might be able to get it. Look at Sand. He has like no units back at home.
This is important. He needs to cast Photon Overcharge immediately. That's exactly what he does. Oracle is going to cast Revelation in the main base, so he uses up all of his energy for now. How do you feel about that Revelation?
I guess since he cannot really do any damage, it's okay, but maybe he could have kept some energy for the natural. Because Photon Overcharge goes up in the main, it's not going to be available for the natural of HerO, which Sand should be aware is there, but he didn't even... Actually, he saw it.
HerO is going to drop a force field. He has another sentry with a lot of energy.
He's going to leave the
he
sentry.
can fly in. Well done here. If he gets
He's going to die though.
Oh, no, he doesn't get it.
Oh, the Mothership Core was going to kill it, but then he lifted the sentry. He actually saved the
God.
sentry with the lift. And now the Mothership Core dies. There is no Photon Overcharge. Huge macro mistake here by Sand.
Oh, I cannot believe Stan just like kind of counted his own little move there by picking up that sentry with just a single Phoenix. Of course, Mothership Core cannot attack the sentry if it's in the air. Force field still going down. Phoenix gonna fly in once more. Immortal does squeeze through though. Ooh, HerO might be in a little bit of trouble, but he does have Blink, so he can save these stalkers. HerO is actually just gonna crush Sun over here. Immortals are fantastic, but if it's just a single Immortal against like 8 stalkers, it's going to be really tough.
He lost everything trying to defend that from coming down the ramp. So now he's getting a second Immortal, but I mean, Sand will need a lot of stalkers to help support this. He's going to send in the Oracle at the meantime. In the meantime, in the main, there is 3 stalkers and the Photon Overcharge ready, so HerO should be fine.
Meanwhile, there's still micro war going on the other side as well. Forward, Blink going down for HerO. He will get the first Immortal, and the second Immortal is very exposed right now, taking a lot of damage. And GG is scored. Once more, a short game here between these two excellent Protoss players. As Sun GG's out. Man, that was a really